Retro Rat here, coming at you with another pickups video. Today is March 21st, 2015. Today I'm going to go over video game stores, purchases, plural, as well as a huge Craigslist transaction. It started out with a small transaction, and then it turned out to be something much bigger. Luckily, the guy didn't take me as a lowballer, but before we get into that, let's just jump into this video game store purchases. I went to one of the malls, and there was an FYE inside there. If you don't know what FYE is because you're not on the East Coast, it's For Your Entertainment. It's a DVD video game store, and I saw this. I remember when it came out about 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's NBA Bowler Beats. It's for the Xbox Kinect. It comes with an actual basketball. They had this priced at $15, 25% off. It's factory sealed, so it cost me $11.40. I figured the basketball alone is worth that. However, I'm just going to keep it sealed. I think it's pretty cool. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. I'll definitely do a trade with that. The next video game store is, I had a medium flat rate box full of third-party generic memory cards from N64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, all generic. And then I had a tote, a pretty decent-sized tote of, third-party PlayStation 1, Sega Genesis controllers that I really didn't care about. So what I did was I brought him to the store, asked him how much trade credit he would give me for it, and then he told me that he was going to give me, it worked out to be me coming out of pocket $35 for these 3 items. It was Tecmo Bowl complete for the NES, Super Ghouls and Ghosts complete for the SNES in excellent condition. It was actually the store owner's original copy. He just started bringing his collection slowly to the store to sell. And last but not least, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. That is 100% complete as well. Actually, yeah, 100% complete. So I came out of pocket $35, which is not a bad deal. Tecmo Bowl, I've actually been on the lookout. It's not that expensive. Super Tecmo Bowl is the one that's expensive. But these 2 games retail for like $50, $75 each, and this retails for like $30. So fairly good deal in my eyes because it was all third-party stuff that I don't care about. Realistically, the store, after he parts everything, yes, he's going to make tons of money, but he's still got to part everything out and spend lots of time selling all that junk. Then I went to my other guy, which is another store, and he was in a good mood today. He doesn't price his stuff, and I'm glad he doesn't price his stuff because he's off the wall. 2 weeks ago, I asked him how much this one game was, and he told me $40. I asked him how much it was today. He told me $10. That was Batman for the NES, missing the manual, which easy manual to get. Then he told me $50 last week on this one, and this week he told me $15. Tom and Jerry, this is 100% complete. This is actually a really fun platformer. So far I'm in for $25. And then I saw this all beat up and destroyed. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, which this is... Oh, I should have looked at the cart. Massive label damage on the cartridge. I thought it was actually a clean cart. It doesn't really matter. This cart, even in this condition, still sell for $35, $40. It's actually a very expensive game, and the box I'll literally probably just toss because this is in rough condition. He told me 10 on that, so we're at 35. So I told him, I said, give me 1 second, I'm going to go run to the ATM to get the money. Realistically, I just had to go to wife and get the change that she got from when she bought her blue slushie. So I literally had $41 and I had like 75 cents on me. So I asked him if he would include this game for the 41s and change. It's GP1. It's an Atlas motorcycle game. It's 100% complete. I thought that this would be a fun little addition to my collection. I don't know when I'm going for a complete Atlas, but when I do, I figured I might as well get the cheaper games out of the way if I can. So he said he would do the deal, and this actually came with the poster as well, so that's phenomenal. So I'm definitely going to add those 3 games to my collection, and I'm going to sell this, and it will make back almost all the money I spent right there. So very pleased with that. Actually, does this have the registration card too? Yep, and the registration card. So this is 100% complete. Perfect. I'll add a little dust sleeve, and that'll be perfect. Now we're going to jump into the Craigslist deal. So I had a issue with a guy that I buy a lot of video games from. We couldn't come to terms and agreement on a deal, and I just didn't like how the deal went, and it just went south really fast, and I felt the deal was going to go south, and I feel that I'm probably not going to be buying games from him anymore just because of how he treated me. So that being said, I went on Craigslist, and I was looking in my area. I always look on Craigslist, and there's never anything good to be found. When I looked at this lot, I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend this type of money on a lot. So I contacted him trying to be cheap. I said, listen, he had $275 on this one lot. And I was like, listen, if it is every game complete with the with everything, is the system in good operational condition? And everything he kept saying was yes, yes, yes. Which will lead me into my next question. Do you guys mind spending a little bit extra money if you're getting quality stuff? Put that in the comments down below, and let me know what the last quality item that you got that was, expensive. Leave that in the comments down below. So I told him, I said, listen, I'm in at 200 on the lot because I know I could sell the games, keep the system for like 30, 40 bucks. But then I was like, you know what? Let's go into a different mode. So he contacted me back and said the best that he would do is $250 on the lot. So he took $25 off, and he could meet me today. So then I asked him if he had anything else for sale, and then I felt obligated to let him know that I wasn't a reseller. So I sent him the pictures of my 2 towers behind me. Immediately sparked a phone call from the guy. He's an actual local collector. He lives about 40 minutes from my house. He actually knows my YouTube channel. So with that being said, he knew my collection. He knows I'm a collector, so I'm not looking to flip everything and make money. So that wasn't my whole intentions on this. My intentions were to keep that. So he let me know some other lots that he got. So for a Nintendo lot, a N64 lot, and this lot, it was total to be $320 total. One thing I'm not going to be able to show you is a top loader with all the hookups and one controller. It wasn't a dog bone controller. The top loader was completely black. Somebody sharpied the entire system. I wind up giving that to my buddy Ken for a really, really good price. He's been looking for one. He didn't want to spend the $100, $150 they go for, so I let it go really cheap for him. So let's get into the junkier stuff, and then we'll save the best, obviously, for last. N64 controller with a good stick, official cables, 2 zappers, N64 system with expansion, three more original Nintendo controllers, 2 more, so 6. It was 6 total. Power brick, rumble pack, a atomic purple with a good stick. The N64 game was Perfect Dark. Game Shark version 3.3. The N64 lot he wanted originally 64. The top loader lot he wanted 100 for. So he was at 160 plus the 250. So he was at 410 total for everything, which realistically would have been a good deal, but I was trying to be cheap. Games for the Nintendo were Adventures of Bayou Billy, Ghosts and Goblins, Stinger, which is a shooter, Donkey Kong Classics, Pinball, which I get, right? No, I own it. Okay. Bart vs. the World, Double Dribble, Super Off-Road, really fun game. Turtles the Arcade game, 1942, another really good fun game. RC Pro-Am, Super Mario 3, Elevator Action, Gradius, which is a game I desperately need to get complete. Anticipation, Mario Duck Hunt, MTV remote control, and Mickey Mousecapade. Right? Is that it? Yeah, that is it. Alright, and the quality stuff that he wanted $275 for is a Vectrex. Complete in the box. Everything is inside here with the exception of the inlay for Mindstorm and the manual. Even has a styrofoam. It's in excellent, excellent condition. Very pleased with it. Already played it. And it came with 6 games. Starhawk. Everything is in here 100% complete. Inlays, everything. Clean Sweep. Scrabble. Right? Scramble, sorry. Heads Up. Bedlam. Those are all 100% complete with the inlays and in a loose cart of Bedlam. So that entire lot right there was amazing. Great find. I played the Vectrex. I was hemming and hawing whether I'm going to keep it or not. Still don't know yet. I really like the system. It is a cool system, and it's a unique piece that you don't find out there. So like I said in the comments down below, what have you found that was unique that you tried to add, to flip, to make sure that you got that rare item? I'll leave that in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Retro Rat here, coming at you with another pickups video. Today is March 24th, 2015. In the comments down below, this will be question number 2 for this week. Have you ever had a contact call you back, or a Craigslist deal, or somebody you buy from regularly hit you up out of the blue and just have a spectacular deal? Or if a friend, you've been telling a friend, hey, as soon as you're ready, let that game go or trade that game, let me know first. In the comments down below, let me know what happened with the story. Let me know what you got. First, we're going to talk about a small little trade I did with Jared, Scorpion Slayer 66. I'm going to put a link to his channel down below as well. I got Resident Evil 2. He's going for a complete Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball collection for North American and Japan. The next is a eBay purchase. I've been looking for this game for quite some time, and the seller made a mistake and priced it at the going rate for just the case and game, not for the deluxe box set, and that's a Growlancer Generations Work and Designs game. It comes with the soundtrack, it comes with the watch, it comes with a necklace with a ring to it, playing cards, and obviously the 2-disc game in a case. So like I said, I paid the going rate for just the game, not the deluxe box set, which is almost double, close to triple the value. The next is a video game store purchase. I don't know how the store priced their games, but 007 for N64 was $30, but this game here was priced at $10. So this was Kelowna 2. He goes, you're probably getting a good deal on that one. He goes, I don't know that game at all. So $10 will work for me. So that's complete. That's a really good game. Really fun platformer. If anybody's got the PlayStation version, the Game Boy Advance version, or the Wii version, hit me up in the message comments, or you can send me a Facebook message or Instagram. The next is a callback. I gave this lady my phone number about 9, 10, 11 months ago, around the either fall or late summer. She put my business card, my work business card, in her coat pocket, and she wrote in the back, video games. When she went, weather's breaking here, so she put that little spring coat on, the little windbreaker, and she reached in and saw my business card. She put this stuff aside for me for over 9 months ago. So for $40, I got a Nintendo, Zapper, 2 cables, 2 controllers, all the hookups, and the stack of games. First one is Blades of Steel. Next one is Mario Duck Hunt with the manual. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Tecmo Bowl. DuckTales. And the 2 best games, Dracula's Curse, Castlevania 3, and River City Ransom. River City Ransom and Dracula's Curse are going up in value. So that was a really great find for $40. I'm so glad she called me back. But here's the real reason why I'm doing this video tonight and not doing it a couple days later and waiting for the whole giant lot of the week. A guy I bought stuff from about a year and a half to almost a little over, close to 2 years. Around this time, ad on Craigslist, he was looking to liquidate a good portion of his video game collection, and all the stuff that he researched using eBay, he priced it at eBay minus like 15-20%, which at that time, you know, I was just starting to do collecting, but I was more into doing just flipping games just to make a quick buck. So it was before, you know, you see the towers behind me. And I picked up a few games for my collection personally, but realistically I was looking to I was grabbing 2-3 games to sell and then 1 game to keep. You know, I just kept doing that, and I spent a good chunk of money at his house and a couple hours. So I was driving home, and that night I was unable to purchase a game from him. And it was a really expensive game, and it was on my radar. The issue was I spent all the money that I could that night, and I maxed out all my money that I could spend that was available for me. And the time I contacted him later, he already received the amount of money he needed to hit his goal, so he stopped selling all his games. So I was going to go through my, phone records and, find this guy's information. Lucky for me, I go on Craigslist and I find his ad because he just posted another ad. For some reason, he's had this one single game ad and nobody's responded to it. I don't know if they thought that because it was been up there for so long that he really didn't have the game. I don't know the real reason, but I literally paid a quarter to a third of what the actual retail value is on all this stuff here. Some stuff was actually closer to retail, but the big ticket items were so far away from retail it's not even funny. First game I picked up was Mario Clash Complete in Box for the Game Boy Advance, for the Virtual Boy. The next one is Panic Bomber, again 100% complete. 3D Tetris. This one is one of the games that were completely off of retail because the box was crushed and it was missing a manual. He only wanted $15 for this game. This game retails for around $75. Even in this condition, the loose carts are going for $50 to $60. So that right there was an amazing deal. The next two I picked up, definitely the Virtual Boy games are not staying in my collection. I already know somebody who's looking for these games. That's why I picked them up. But these two games are definitely staying in my collection. It's Eternal Darkness, 100% complete, and Beyond Good and Evil. These were $15 a piece. So like I said, some games are closer to retail, other games are not. And this game here, he had it at, I want to say, doing the math, 28% of retail. He had it at a price at just a cart, not complete in box. And that is Jack Brothers. It is 100% complete. It's got the registration card. This thing is dead mint as far as the box's condition. The only thing he did was he ripped open the little plastic seal, took the game out to play it, and put the game back in. This is probably one of the only good Virtual Boy games. It's made by Atlas. It's a really fun game, and it's actually worth getting a headache because the game is fun. So then I mentioned to him, I said, hey, do you still have that game that I was asking for about 2 years ago? And he goes, I don't know if I know where it's at, but I do know I still have it. I said, well, would you sell it? He goes, absolutely. And I asked him for the price, and his price was ridiculously cheap from what the going rate of this game is. So he's digging through, he opens up underneath his sink, and he's got bags and bags and little CD cases, and he's digging through trying to find it. The first thing he finds is the manual, and he pulls out the manual, and we think the CDs are in there. Unfortunately, the CDs were not in there, so he looked and digged for about another 15-20 minutes, and then luckily for me, he found it, and that was Panzer Dragoon Saga. So I got the manual and the 4 discs. The only thing that I'm missing for it is the little black sleeves that each individual disc came in and the back cover art. But like I said, completely super cheap. He must have not realized what the going rate for the game is. But while he was looking for that, I saw another manual that I was interested in. And I asked him, I said, hey, how much would you sell this one for? and he said the price, and it was literally a quarter of what the going rate for this game is, even in this just manual and CD. It was such a stupid price. About 25 minutes go by, he can't find the CD, so I literally just give him all the money for this stuff, and I was like, listen, would you do me a favor? Would you look one more time? And he breaks out a flashlight and he digs in more stuff. I'm so glad he did, because when he was digging through, I saw another CD that I was interested in, and that was Saturn Bomberman. This is just the CD only, dead mint CD, no manual for it, no back cover art, but that's alright. Asked him how much this was. He told me $15. That is a stupid good price. The game retails for about $100. While he's flipping through, the next game is actually the disc that we were looking for, and that was Burning Rangers. So, realistically, I squared up really quick with the Burning Rangers and Bomberman, and I gave him the money, and I literally flew out of his house so fast because I didn't want him to check eBay and go, no, I can't sell that for that price. So like I said, in the comments down below, guys, let me know what the coolest callback rare game that you picked up, or a game that you waited for your friend to sell or trade to you. Put that in the comments down below. And guys, as always, give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.